Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. The weekend is nearly upon us, and West Ham have Leicester, and we'll be travelling to Leicestershire on Sunday to see how we get on against them. It's going to be tough. They are in a bad run of form, and then up pop West Ham to sort of change their season. Uh, I don't know what to expect in this game. I really don't. I watched Leicester a bit last night. Wasn't impressed really, but this is West Ham, and we make things don't make things easy at the best of times. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, before I get started, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. It helps me out greatly. Uh, it's been a mad week, obviously, but we might as well get to it. Zuma, Kurt Zuma. Will he play on Sunday or will he not? I don't know, if I'm honest. I really don't know. I feel that he will. If he plays, I think we've got a great chance of winning. I think if he don't play, I think we've got a great chance of losing, if I'm honest. And it's a tough one for me. Like, with everything what's happened, will he, is he going to start or should he play? Remains to be seen. Do you know what I mean? It's a tricky one, though. For me personally, the way Dagenham and Redbridge, who ironically is the club that I go and see from time to time, being local to where I live, they handled it absolutely brilliantly. They said about his brother, Johan, they said, you know what, we're going to suspend him till further notice. But West Ham don't. And I don't understand why. I'm not saying, listen, I know people are saying about, I've seen it in the papers today about mutiny because he's on 125 grand a week. Now, if that is the case and he's on 125 grand a week, why? And the question is, why is Declan Rice's money not the same, or if not more? I just hope that when Yarmolenko leaves, Declan will get the money he deserves, and hopefully that will be justified with a release clause in his contract. And if someone wants to come in and pay 150 million for him, then they can take him 100%. But going back to Johan Zuma of Dagenham Redbridge, for me, it was the right call from them. And it's a professional thing that they've done. They've just suspended him, as I say. They took him out, took the heat off him. And is it the right thing? Is it the wrong thing? Will remain to be seen. Do you know what I mean? So on Sunday, if Zuma plays, I think we've got a good chance of getting a positive result, 100%. Like, I really do believe that. I think that if we attack Leicester down the sides, defensively not very good at the minute. Last night they played Ndidi and Amata, I think it is, as their two centre halves. So for me, we've got to expose them. But it's a big game for Mikel Antonio, Ben Rama. Them two. Will Ben Rama play? I think he should play. Like, he played 60 minutes the other day. They changed the system. I don't think I hear people calling for Lanzini from time to time. I don't believe Lanzini's a starter for me. I believe he's a last 20-minute man. He comes on, he does his thing, and he's like last 20 minutes. Dawson's got to play well, and that's why Dawson's in the fun now. I just feel that Craig Dawson, the last game, was excellent from start to finish. He had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and in all aspects, Dawson handled it very, very well. So it's a big game for him. Obviously, Declan Rice Souček will be probably in the middle, as per usual. Cresswell left. Kufal right. Now, up front, Antonio, Bowen, Ben Rama and Fornells. I can see the starting lineup from Watford going against Leicester. I don't think it needs to be drastic changes, but I just feel that, like, horses for courses, different games, different like approaches, and I do feel that he will go with the same team. I think he has to go with the same team for the pace factor. We won there last year 3-0, and it was a comfortable 3-0 win in the end. Antonio scored first. Pablo Fornell's got another goal. If you all remember, the ball out the air, come out of the air, he controlled it, excellent, ran on goal, scored. Then Jared Bowen done like a counter-attack goal where he sort of does his trademark cut inside, bang, finish. And he ended up being a 3-0 win. Well, do I think it'll be as easy as that this year? No. I'll be quite shocked if we go there and win 3-0 again. I look at this game and I feel that there will be goals in it. I think we can concede a goal. But I'm going to say 3-1. 3-1 or 3-2. There's going to be goals in this game. I just feel Leicester are there for the taking at present, and we defensively we ain't very good. So obviously Ben Rama's got to step up to the plate. He's 5 goals away from getting to the big number 10, where it's dollar bills for me. But do you know what? I look at Fornells has been a very important player in this game. I really do. I think he's coming back to the Fornells that everyone loves. Last game he looked a lot better from previous games. So yeah, but also Antonio has got to step up to the plate. Mikel Antonio, he's come out to this week, as everyone's probably seen. He's staked his claim of like his opinion on the Kirk Zuma thing. Now he's got to deliver on the pitch. It's okay coming out and speaking to journalists and all that. And listen, every man to their own, right? Whatever you want to do. But also, you've got to back up your performances, though. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, he's got to perform on Sunday, right? We need him to be get amongst Leicester, push their back line back, and be a pain. Obviously, we played him back in the beginning part of the season. Absolute Amaden 4-1. Mickey scored 2, and Benny scored 1, and it was a great day. It was a great win. So for me, I'm going to go for a 3-1 West Ham. I don't think it's 3-0. I think it'd be 3-1 or 3-2. I think there's goals in this game though. Wouldn't even surprise me if it was like 2-2 or something like that. But I think there's goals in this game. I hope we win, but if Zuma plays, I think 3-1. If Zuma don't play, then I'm going to say like something like a draw, any kind of draw, just for hope factors. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into your comments. Have a look, see what everyone's saying. As I do say, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way. It helps me out. Road to 1K is on. Let's have a look. I can see us beating Leicester after their match with Forest. I don't see a problem. The problem is with that is it's West Ham, and West Ham don't make it easier at the best of time. West Ham don't go to places and just win comfortably. Right, you've only got to look at Kidderminster for that. So, and we haven't played well really recently, like away from home. Like against Manchester United, yeah, we've done well. We was defensively solid. Wasn't vintage, but we got the job done. And only up to the 90th minute, and then 94th minute, and they scored. Crystal Palace away, we come out the tracks, we blew away, score 3 goals, and then we just go like blow up, and like it ends up being 3-2. And it could have easily been 3-3 if there's another 5 minutes on the clock. Who else did we play? And obviously Kidderminster. We made Kidderminster very, very hard work for what it was, and for me, it should actually have been a routine win. Got the job done, got out of there. But this is West Ham, and we just don't do it like that. So I don't know. Leicester at home. I think it's the last chance saloon for Rodgers. He's going to have to try and get a win, and if he don't, I think he gets the sack. Hi, James. They're bang on about the players not happy with Zuma's wages. They were saying on TalkSport. If that is the case, then it all goes back to the ball, Gaza. It really does. Now, listen. At the end of the day, you either like the board or loathe the board, right? I don't like the board for what they've done, but they're crooks. Yeah, they've got Zuma in on that money. And listen, is Zuma worth 125k a week? For me, no. He's not worth 125k a week. If you was to pay him 80 to 100k a week, I'd think that's acceptable.
But Declan Rice is on peanuts compared to him. Declan Rice will get there, but he should be on it now for what he brings to the club. Now, it will cause unrest because let's all go back a year ago when Cafal wanted a pay rise, and there's people like Ryan Fredericks who's on more money than Cafal, and let's be honest, Cafal's our best right back at the club. So we've got to put things into sort of context. There is mutiny at the club, and if there is so, right, that falls only on the board at the end of the day for not doing the right things, so to speak. Moving on. Declan Rice on the overlap interview, pure class. Yeah, he was, mate. I absolutely agree with you there. I felt he was a gentleman. He's humble. That's the first thing I'm going to say. He's respectful. He hasn't got a chip on his shoulder, and money doesn't faze him. He's a winner. He's a proper winner, the man. And he said he wants to win it all. Now, let's be honest, he ain't going to win it all at West Ham. West Ham's made him the player he is. As I said in the chat when I was watching that yesterday, I don't think Declan Rice will turn West Ham over, as in like demand a transfer or transfer request or anything like that. But I do feel he will want to get West Ham to get the highest value for him because what West Ham's done for his career. Obviously, Mark Noble is a massive influence in that. And when Mark Noble leaves at the end of the season, it will be an emotional time for everyone because it's like the last of the dying breed, so to speak. And yeah, Declan was just absolutely first class, mate. And wherever he goes and in whatever club he goes to, depending what club it is, it will be hard to watch him play another shirt and for another club, and especially when he plays against us. But he's one player who, if he was to leave in the summer, I think everyone would give him a round of applause and say, you know what, mate, thank you for what you've done at West Ham in such a small space of time. The only thing I would say is I hope if he ever does leave West Ham, in the near future, he returns before he retires. That's all I say. I'd love him. But we've got to enjoy him while he's in there, in his prime, and see where it takes us, basically. Moving on. Yeah, he was hot on that day against Leicester last season. Yeah, he was, mate. Fake news about the squad being unhappy with Zuma's wages at the club needs to put a redemption plan in place for Zuma's. Everyone deserves a second chance. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree. The only thing with the Zuma thing is it's escalating a little bit now. It's getting a bit out of hand, if I'm being truthfully honest. People are bringing up other celebrities like Trevor Sinclair, Gary Lineker, other people who are sort of being a bit hypocritical. Like they're digging Zuma out, but they've done some things worse. Do you know what I mean? Listen, what Zuma's done was bad. We all know it was bad, but he's paid the price for it by a lot of money and having his cats taken off him. Now, the problem is with it now is where do you draw the line with this? Right? This is why I thought the other day he should have been taken out of the limelight massively. Right? People say, "Oh yeah, it was right to put him in there, yeah, to get it over and done with." But this is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. If you take him out for a few games, you let it die down. You let the media quiet itself down. Then that way you are sort of killing the story stone dead. Now, let's be honest. On Sunday, Sky Sports, 4:30 or 4 o'clock, whatever time it is, I can't remember what time it is. It's all going to be on Zuma. It ain't going to be on West Ham. It ain't going to be on our West Ham fourth in the league, fighting for Champions League. It'll all be about Kirk Zuma. Now, if you took Zuma out of the equation there, yeah, then it's about West Ham, yeah, and it should always be about West Ham. Players come and go, but the club will stay forever, as I always say. So I think it's an interesting one with the Zuma thing. He deserves a second chance, but does he deserve a second chance now? I don't believe he does. I believe that they should have pushed him out of the way for a bit. So listen, we're going to leave you on the sidelines. Do you know what I mean? Or even put him on the bench, yeah, and just get him out of the way, right? Because I know Moyes wants to do it for the team, but in the grand scheme of things, this is going to affect the team moving forward. So yeah, let's have a look. What else we got here?
2-1 Hammers, I think, not been playing well, but we're digging out a couple of results. I agree. Scott, Favours in the building. Someone just said it was down to the ball, James. Yeah, I agree. It was down to the ball, mate. But listen, I say this on every channel that I've ever gone on, right? Now, you either love or loathe me, yeah? But I will keep it real. I don't tell you what you... I'm not going to bullshit the public when I'm doing this, right, YouTube game. The board have hidden agendas. I've always said that, yeah? And that is why I despise the board massively. Like, they must have known what they were offering Kirk Zuma. Now, it was reported, supposedly, that he was on 80 grand a week. He ain't on 80 grand a week. Why would you leave Chelsea for 80 grand a week? Wouldn't do it. You can go and get more money elsewhere. He knows it. West Ham offered him the money because they needed a centre half because they couldn't get Milenkovic. And it all goes back to they couldn't get Lingard, they bring in Vlasic. They couldn't get Milenkovic, they bring in Zuma. And people say, oh, it's his first choice, second choice. No, it's panic buying at its finest. That's what they do, West Ham. Moving on. Lauren's in the house. Morning, everyone. Morning, Lauren. Hope you are well. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone wants to give West Ham an arse kicking at this moment in time. Some of it is warranted, most of it is bollocks. I agree, I do, but it's, as I said at a previous, Suma's brother has been suspended by Dagenham and Redbridge, right? And as someone who goes over Dagenham and Redbridge, who's got quite a close association with the club, for people I know, that was a professional thing to do. You take him out the way, you concentrate on the team, you deal with it in-house, job done. What West Ham have done is from playing Zuma on Tuesday night against Watford, they have built this up into a situation where people say this has been blown up, but this is down to West Ham. West Ham have blown this up themselves. They've done this themselves. If they take Zuma out, nothing is mentioned. It's all going to be dealt with in-house. You come out of it in the week and say what you're going to do. You're going to go, right, this is what it is. This is what's happened. This is his punishment. And then come Sunday, yeah, he would have got abuse at Leicester. But he would have got abuse anywhere. So it doesn't matter whether he's home or away. So he's going to get abuse on Sunday regardless. So it doesn't really matter if he played or not. So West Ham have done this, really. And they really have. They put themselves right up on offer and really stitched themselves up, really. Absolutely agree, James. 100%. Take Zuma out of the team for the short term. The problem is, right, for me, if you take him out, as I keep saying, you kill it stone dead. You kill the situation stone dead. He's out of the equation. Deal with it in-house. But you got Mikel Antonio getting involved now, saying about it, comparing it to racism. Like, what's worse? So now the animal welfare people are going to be on him, saying, well, both things are bad. Do you know what I mean? Everyone is going to have their say. Right? Some people are going to defend Zuma. Right? Some people are looking at it from a football aspect, and some people are looking at it from a humane aspect, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously on Sunday's game, Zuma will be the main talking point. What we got here? Let's have a look. I've heard people call for him to be sacked, which is going over the top. I understand it. He shouldn't be sacked, but he shouldn't be playing. That's the only thing I will say. He shouldn't be sacked, but he shouldn't be playing at present. It's ridiculous. Mob rule next. Metro Mall on the streets, on the road. The usual suspects that just make trouble throughout social media. The problem is, John, I understand what you're saying. I know you're a bit different to me on this opinion, but when I look at this, he shouldn't be playing at the minute. And that's down to the board and Moyes, right? They've just stuck him up on offer, literally. And I'm adamant on that. Like, you've got media outside Rush Green. You got people saying about his wages now. They're building it up just to make West Ham implode from inside. The only thing I hope is that this makes us stronger within and says, right, forget what's happening out there. Let's concentrate on this. And if they do that, then hopefully we get a positive result on Sunday moving forward. Jim White says Antonio's on 100k a week. God, if he is, mate, I don't know what's going on there. Surely not playing him was down to GSB. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. GSB should have had a bit of backbone there and said, no, he ain't playing until further notice. As I say, Dagenham Ribbery's done it. Cut him stone dead out of the team, Johan Zuma. So West Ham should have done it. Apparently, the board left it to Moyes whether to play Zuma on Tuesday. Problem is with that is that you're asking that sort of situation, and you're putting it on Moyes. And basically, if it goes right, if Moyes don't play him and West Ham win the game, he gets away with it. If West Ham lose the game, it's down to Moyes. So really, the board put Moyes up on offer to say, yeah, it's up to you if you ever want to play him. It's your call. Now, Moyes has gone, all right, I have to play him then, but I don't know. But going back to obviously Sunday's game, I think it's going to be. I really do think it's going to be a difficult game for West Ham. I think we need to score first, as I always say. I think Leicester defensively are all over the place at the minute, but West Ham just don't make games easy. They really don't. If Zuma plays, then people will be trying to get into him big time. Do you know what I mean? The thing that upsets me more than anything with the Kirk Zuma situation, and I'm going to go off topic a little bit before I wrap it up, is that he's our best centre half. West Ham's in their best moment, and he's just like, even he should have said, you know what, I'm going to sit out of this. Like, but I don't know. I'm just gutted really, because it just seems like everything's imploding from within. Do you know what I mean? Like, now they're saying about his wages, like that's going to cause unrest. It's just gutting. If I'm being truthfully honest, if you want my honest opinion, it's just gutting. But we've got to get our heads off of that now. Do you know what I mean? Suma's going to get abuse wherever he goes now for the rest of the season, and moving on. It will die out, because they always do. Like, it's bad, but obviously, as people say about Greenwood and other things, there is other things that are worse. You know what I mean? But he is going to get abuse. Now, can Kirk Zuma handle that? Probably can. He's got a lot of money. If he's got to go and play football in a ground for 90 minutes and get paid 125 grand a week, which is reported that's what he's on, then that will be. I think he can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen. At the end of the day, come Sunday, I just hope it's all about West Ham and not about Zuma. But the problem is, it's building there. I said this the other day on my channel, and I'm not a person who's in the know. I'm just see it like black and white, basically. And I turned around and said, West Ham have just made this 10 times worse by playing him. And it'll be something else soon. Something else will come out that Declan Rice is unhappy and he wants to leave or some crap. Do you know what I mean? So West Ham need to nip this in the bud. Do I think he should play on Sunday? In my opinion, see, from a football aspect, we need him to play. From a West Ham aspect, we don't need him to play at the minute. If it would have been me, I would have rather had him sit out against Watford and play against Leicester, because that way the away fans would have supported him. They would have supported him, especially in an away ground. Obviously, the away fans for West Ham are an amazing bunch. But if you go to an away ground, their home fans, like Leicester's home fans, would have been abusing him. So the West Ham fans would have backed him up and helped him through it. At the end of the day, you've done this against Watford where you could have got away with it against Watford. I believe, listen, I know Issa's not everyone's favourite cup of tea. I understand that. But I think Issa could have done a job against Watford. I really do. John, let's see what John says here. I don't care what happens to Zuma, but they're out to damage my club. We're weak enough already. Support the team and let the football do the talking. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree. The problem is, John, we can all support the team. As I always say, I support the team. I love this team to death. Yeah, but there comes about it. What is humanly right here? Now, what it is they're building this storm up for West Ham to fail, basically. Like, they're setting us up to fail. Now,
it's either going to go one or two ways, and we all know it's either going to go down the road of we're going to give it a go, right? We're going to let all that leave that to one side, and it's going to make us better, or it's going to make us implode and go from within, and we'll just fall apart and drop down. I looked at the table the other day. We are 10 points clear, I think it is, of 8th. So for West Ham to basically finish 8th this season would be quite unbelievable. Like 10 points clear. But I'll be honest, I look at us and I think if we can get in the top 6, it's a great season. But Moyes Moyes is saying about options also. Like he's got limited options, and I see it on Twitter, and I had to laugh. I thought you had the chance to make more options, but you chose not to. But we will find out. Anyway, give us your final comments before I wrap it up. I'm coming up to 26 minutes and 20 seconds. I will go for another couple of minutes. Chuck a comment in there. I'll answer it before we wrap up. And we will find out. Obviously, Arsenal, yes, last night won, which was a shame. We need them to draw or lose. But they are the team I fear this year, if I'm honest. I don't fear Manchester United. I think Manchester United are all over the place. I think Manchester United are probably finishing the Europa League spot. Tottenham, for me, they are hit and miss. They're good, they're bad. That's how they are. Arsenal's the team I fear. I've always said that. I said it on all my previous shows. Arsenal's the one. Having one game a week or a couple of games a week is ideal for them because they will play their full strength teams every week, and they've got plenty of rest. Whereas West Ham will be playing soon Thursday, Sunday. So that's where we need to pick up our points against them Sunday games. Let's have a look what we got here. We have got Darren, all the way from Thailand. I hope you are well, sir. If Diop had a blinder in the cup, would have played him against Watford. Yeah, I agree, mate. I really do. Morning all. Sorry I'm late. We'll go back and watch it. No worries, Robert. I hope you are well, mate. Scotty Van. Will Ben Rama start? For me, it's Lanzini for Ben Rama on Sunday. I don't think Lanzini starts, mate. I'll be quite shocked if he starts, if I'm honest. Listen, Benny had played 60 minutes. He played a full 120 minutes the other day. I don't think he deserves to be dropped, in my opinion. Wanted Wolves to get something last night, yeah, and not much choice. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to wrap it up because someone's decided to start lawn mowing their lawn out here in Suffolk. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be heading back to London tonight to watch the game over the weekend. Need a win, West Ham. Need a win away from home. The next 3 games will decide it for me if we're contenders or pretenders. Obviously, Leicester, Newcastle. I think the next game of that is Wolves at home, I believe. So we need to win on Sunday. Anyway, have a good weekend. I won't be doing anything tomorrow. It's Saturday. It's a day of football and football betting. But Sunday, I'll be back Sunday night to do player ratings with Mitchell, and I will be doing my usual afterthought. So stay tuned for that. If you're new around here, please do subscribe to the channel and please do like the video. It goes a long way. It helps me out. Craig Dawson will be on fire on Sunday, I believe, whoever he's partnered with. But we will find out then. Anyway, enjoy your Friday. All the best and bye for now.